For decades, fat was demonized, seen as the enemy of a healthy heart and a lean physique. We were told to cut it out, opt for fat-free everything, and that all fats were equally bad. But what if this widespread belief was fundamentally flawed? What if the truth is that certain fats are not just harmless, but are, in fact, powerful allies in protecting your heart, sharpening your mind, and even extending your healthy lifespan? In this comprehensive guide, we're going to dismantle common myths and reveal the scientifically proven healthiest fats for your heart. We'll delve into the precise mechanisms by which these beneficial fats work their magic, from reducing inflammation and improving cholesterol profiles to enhancing blood vessel function and stabilizing blood sugar. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand which fats to embrace. You'll gain practical, evidence-based insights into how to seamlessly integrate them into your daily diet, empowering you to revolutionize your cardiovascular health, boost your energy, and enjoy a vibrant life for years to come. Get ready to transform your plate and safeguard your heart, all while savoring delicious, nourishing foods. The Fat Paradox. Reclaiming the truth about dietary fats and heart health. The history of dietary fat and heart health is fraught with misconception. For many years, the prevailing wisdom was that all dietary fat was detrimental, leading to a low-fat craze that inadvertently pushed us towards more refined carbohydrates and sugars, ironically contributing to the very health crises we sought to avoid. However, decades of robust scientific research have painted a much more nuanced and compelling picture. The type of fat you consume is far more important than the quantity of fat. Our bodies absolutely need fat to function optimally. Fats are crucial for energy, hormone production, nutrient absorption, especially fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and maintaining cellular integrity. The human brain, for instance, is nearly 60% fat. So, the question isn't whether to eat fat, but which fats to embrace enthusiastically and which to limit or avoid. This deep dive will illuminate the categories of fats that are genuinely beneficial for your heart, explaining the science behind their protective effects and empowering you to make informed dietary choices that truly nourish your cardiovascular system. This isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about actively promoting vibrant heart health. Category 1. Monounsaturated fatty acids, MUFAs. The olive oil gold standard. If there's a poster child for heart-healthy fats, it's the monounsaturated fatty acids, MUFAs. These fats have long been celebrated as a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, widely recognized as one of the healthiest eating patterns in the world for cardiovascular well-being. MUFAs are characterized by having one double bond in their chemical structure, which makes them stable and resistant to oxidation. The primary and most celebrated source of MUFAs is extra virgin olive oil. But you'll also find them abundantly in avocados, nuts, like almonds, pecans, cashews, and seeds, like pumpkin and sesame seeds. So, what makes MUFAs so beneficial for your heart? Cholesterol improvement. MUFAs are renowned for their ability to lower LDL, bad cholesterol levels, while simultaneously helping to maintain or even raise HDL, good cholesterol levels. High LDL cholesterol is a major risk factor for atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of arteries that can lead to heart attacks and strokes. By improving this critical lipid profile, MUFAs directly reduce your cardiovascular risk. Reduced inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a key driver of heart disease. MUFAs, particularly those found in extra virgin olive oil, contain powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds, like polyphenols. These compounds actively combat oxidative stress and dampen inflammatory pathways, protecting your blood vessels from damage and supporting overall arterial health. Improved endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of your blood vessels. A healthy, flexible endothelium is crucial for proper blood flow and blood pressure regulation. MUFAs have been shown to enhance endothelial function, helping blood vessels relax and widen, which contributes to lower blood pressure and better circulation. Blood sugar regulation. A fascinating twist is MUFA's role in improving insulin sensitivity. Better insulin sensitivity means your cells efficiently take up glucose from your bloodstream, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes, a significant risk factor for heart disease. The payoff: by prioritizing MUFA-rich foods, you're not just adding flavor to your meals. You're actively working to optimize your cholesterol, calm inflammation, support healthy blood pressure, and improve blood sugar control, a comprehensive strategy for a healthier heart. Make extra virgin olive oil your primary cooking oil and incorporate a handful of nuts or half an avocado daily. Category 2. Polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs. The omega-3 powerhouses. If MUFAs are the dependable workhorses, then polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs, especially the omega-3s, are the targeted precision missiles for heart health. These fats contain multiple double bonds, making them highly reactive but also incredibly vital. There are two main families of PUFAs, omega-6 and omega-3. While both are essential, the modern Western diet often has an imbalance, with too many omega-6s and far too few omega-3s. The key to heart health here is increasing your intake of omega-3s. The most potent and directly beneficial omega-3s for cardiovascular health are EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, primarily found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, anchovies, and herring. Plant-based sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts contain ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which your body can convert to EPA and DHA, but this conversion rate is often inefficient. So, why are omega-3s, particularly EPA and DHA, so critical for your heart? Triglyceride reduction. This is one of their most well-established effects. High levels of triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood, significantly increase the risk of heart disease. Omega-3s can dramatically lower triglyceride levels, providing powerful protection. Antiarrhythmic effects. Omega-3s help stabilize the electrical activity of the heart, reducing the risk of abnormal heart rhythms, arrhythmias, that can lead to sudden cardiac death. This is a subtle yet profound protective mechanism. Reduced blood clotting. They can make blood platelets less sticky, reducing the likelihood of dangerous blood clots forming in arteries, which can block blood flow to the heart or brain. Powerful anti-inflammatory action. Like MUFAs, omega-3s are potent anti-inflammatory agents. They modulate the production of pro-inflammatory compounds and promote the synthesis of anti-inflammatory ones, calming the systemic inflammation that drives atherosclerosis. Improved blood vessel flexibility. They contribute to improved endothelial function, helping blood vessels remain flexible and responsive, which supports healthy blood pressure. The surprising twist. While omega-6s are essential, found in vegetable oils like corn, soybean, and sunflower oil, an excess of certain omega-6s in the diet can promote inflammation. The goal isn't to eliminate omega-6s, but to achieve a better balance by significantly increasing omega-3 intake. The payoff. By making fatty fish a regular part of your diet, at least twice a week, or considering a high-quality fish oil supplement, you're directly reducing key cardiovascular risk factors, protecting your heart's rhythm, and actively combating the inflammatory processes that underlie heart disease. Category 3. Saturated fats. The nuanced story and why context matters. For decades, saturated fats were painted as the ultimate villain in heart health, universally condemned for raising cholesterol and increasing heart disease risk. However, recent, more sophisticated research has revealed a far more nuanced picture. While it's still prudent to consume saturated fats in moderation, a blanket vilification is scientifically outdated. The context of saturated fat matters immensely: what foods they come from and what else you're eating alongside them. Saturated fats are found primarily in animal products, meat, poultry skin, full-fat dairy, and some plant oils, coconut oil, palm oil. They are solid at room temperature and have no double bonds in their chemical structure. The traditional concern with saturated fats is their ability to raise LDL, bad cholesterol. However, newer research indicates that saturated fats can raise different types of LDL particles, sometimes more of the larger, fluffy LDL particles, which are considered less harmful than the small, dense LDL particles that are more strongly associated with atherosclerosis. Furthermore, some types of saturated fat, like stearic acid, found in cocoa and beef, have a neutral effect on cholesterol, while others, like lauric acid, found in coconut oil, can raise HDL, good cholesterol alongside LDL. Here's the critical nuance and twist. Food matrix matters. The health impact of saturated fat is heavily influenced by the food matrix it comes in. Saturated fat consumed as part of whole, unprocessed foods, like grass-fed beef, full-fat dairy from pasture-raised animals, or even dark chocolate, comes packaged with a host of other beneficial nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This contrasts sharply with saturated fat found in highly processed foods like fast food burgers, pastries, or fried snacks, which are often loaded with refined carbohydrates, sugar, and unhealthy trans fats, creating a truly detrimental combination for heart health. Overall dietary pattern. The impact of saturated fat is also determined by your overall dietary pattern. If your diet is rich in whole foods, fiber, fruits, vegetables, and healthy unsaturated fats, moderate amounts of saturated fat are less likely to pose a significant risk. Problems arise when saturated fats replace beneficial fats or when they are consumed in excess within a diet dominated by refined carbohydrates and sugars, creating an inflammatory and metabolically unhealthy environment. The payoff: instead of rigidly avoiding all saturated fat, the intelligent approach is to prioritize saturated fats from whole, minimally processed sources, e.g., small portions of grass-fed meat, full-fat Greek yogurt, eggs, a square of high-quality dark chocolate, and ensure they are part of an overall balanced, nutrient-dense diet. Focus on replacing unhealthy processed foods with these healthier options, rather than fearing natural fats in moderation. This nuanced understanding empowers you to enjoy a wider variety of wholesome foods without unnecessary fear, contributing to a more sustainable and enjoyable path to heart health. The fats to limit or avoid: trans fats and excess omega-6. While we've focused on the healthiest fats, it's equally important to clearly identify the fats that actively harm your heart and should be severely limited or avoided. Artificial trans fats. These are the undisputed villains of heart health. Created through a process called hydrogenation, which turns liquid vegetable oils into solid fats, artificial trans fats are found in many processed foods, baked goods, fried items, and stick margarines. They aggressively raise LDL, bad cholesterol, lower HDL, good cholesterol, and significantly increase inflammation, dramatically raising the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Many countries have now banned them due to their clear danger. Always check labels for partially hydrogenated oil, a red flag for trans fats. Excess processed omega-6 fatty acids. As mentioned earlier, omega-6s are essential. However, the modern diet is often overloaded with omega-6s from highly processed vegetable oils, corn, soybean, sunflower, cottonseed oil, found in fast food, fried foods, and many packaged snacks. While a certain amount is necessary, an imbalance of too many omega-6s relative to omega-3s can promote inflammation. The solution isn't to eliminate omega-6s but to reduce reliance on processed foods and vegetable oils and concurrently increase your omega-3 intake to restore balance. Building a heart-healthy plate. Putting fat wisdom into action. Understanding the healthiest fats is powerful, but putting that knowledge into practice is where true transformation happens. Make extra virgin olive oil your go-to. Use it for salad dressings, drizzling over vegetables, and low to medium heat cooking. Embrace fatty fish. Aim for at least 2 servings of salmon, mackerel, sardines, or anchovies per week. Consider a high-quality omega-3 supplement if fish intake is low. Snack on nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds are excellent sources of healthy fats and fiber. Enjoy avocados. Add them to salads, sandwiches, or make guacamole. Be mindful of saturated fat sources. Choose whole, unprocessed sources in moderation, e.g., grass-fed meats, full-fat dairy. Avoid saturated fat from processed junk foods. Eliminate artificial trans fats. Read food labels and avoid anything with partially hydrogenated oil. Cook with care. Choose stable fats for higher heat cooking like avocado oil or specific types of olive oil designed for higher temperatures. By making these simple yet impactful shifts, you're not just changing your diet, you're actively recalibrating your body's systems to support robust heart health. The payoff is a future with a stronger, more resilient heart, brimming with energy and vitality. The journey to optimal heart health is a continuous one, and understanding the role of fats is a cornerstone. By embracing the right types of fats, you're not just avoiding disease, you're actively investing in your long-term well-being. So go ahead, savor those healthy fats, knowing you're nourishing your heart with every delicious bite. Your heart will thank you for it, today and for decades to come.